Hello, hey dares. Welcome to Scatterbrook Farm. I'm Mark Bridges. Just to go through a few things with you. A lot of people have asked me where I get my ideas from for designing. I was a landscape designer when I worked for my father, but unfortunately I'm disabled and I'm unable to work anymore. So that's the reason that on my farm, a lot of the designs that you see are all basically what I can see in my mind. I can actually picture the garden finished before it's even done. If that actually makes sense. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you my way of decorating and making things stand out, and what I call easy on the eye. Now, what I mean by that is, if you've got something that, let's say for argument's sake, this area here. Now you've got a fountain here on the right hand side, this one here. Now, if I put two big trees either side, what that does is that covers, first of all, the building, and it overpowers the fountain. So what you do is you get something either side that's slightly lower than the fountain. And what that does is, when you zoom out, the building stands out, the fountain stands out, and the bamboos either side stand out. So nothing is overpowering. So again, you can look at it, it all works as one unit. Nothing is overpowering, nothing's in the way. Now, when you've got a building like this, for argument's sake, and over here where I'm tapping now, you've got just a dead end of building there. You see it's just all wood. Now, I'll take this tree away a minute. Now, if you look at that building, it's now got two ends that are just too much. Okay, it takes away the rest of the feature, because you're looking at two big brown walls basically. So by adding this tree, okay, just takes the edge off of the end of the building. So again, that's easy on the eye. So what it does is it makes it stand out, and the tree stands out, the fountain, the building, everything all looks the same. It all stands out in one. Now, for little features, let me just move this slab. Now, I'll give you an example. I'll move that shrub and I'll put the sundial to the front and that to the back. Now, just looking at that one little area, the sundial stands out, but the flowers behind are sunk. So now the main focus, when you look at that, is the sundial. Okay, if you can see what I mean, the sundial stands out, but the flowers and that behind don't. So what I do is I get that shrub, put the sundial behind, and now the sundial stands out, and also the flowers stand out, so it all works sorry, as one unit. So as you zoom out, it all looks what I call easy on the eye. It really stands out. So when you go on to other features, you know, other parts of the farm, This one, there you go, that one there again, look. And there. So nothing is covering, nothing is overpowering. Again, with this here, with the wisteria tree, you put it to the back so that it all looks balanced. Again, I'll move this slab. If I put that to there and that to there and that at the back, now it looks a bit silly. It looks flat, covered, and doesn't look good at all. Okay, so again, go to the back of there. Oh, don't want to move that. Where are we? There. Move the tree back, put that into there, zoom out. Now look at the difference. Look at the difference in contrast. It's easier for me because I know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm looking for. But I'm just trying to give you a few tips in the way that you place stuff. Different heights to make things come towards you. Okay, that they actually come towards you. Let me just put this a little bit slow, because believe it or not, the whole garden that I've done is all been done on a mobile phone from day one. Everything has been done on a mobile phone. Now, when I say that you want it to come towards you and easy on the eye and full towards you, here's an example here with the barn. Now, you've got the barn. Now, if you had stuff flat behind it, okay, the barn and the silo would just be stuck in the middle, and it would just stand out on its own with no depth. So what you do is you put a high conifer. Goodness, it's difficult on a phone. High conifer at the back and a lower conifer to the right. So you've got the conifers stepping down. Now what this does is the height at the back slowly coming down to the roof of the barn brings the barn and the silo now towards you. It makes it really stand out. So we zoom out and see how now that makes the barn and the silo look towards you. It stands out. So everything that I do, I try and make it even. So you'll actually get the gist of when I say I want it even, I'm explaining now how it looks and how it should be. This is my way of looking at things. And, you know, if you're looking at wanting to decorate, certainly try these ideas and you will find that your farms will look really, really super. Really, really good. Here's another area. Got a little barbecue area with a coffee shop. Now again, what I've placed around, flowers and that don't overpower. Do not cover any of the machines or anything like that. Don't overpower. Keep it all below the height. And then again, when you zoom out, everything looks matched. Everything looks even. Again, I keep saying it, easy on the eye. Okay. Again with the rabbit area. Now, as you can see, Ernest, the steps that come all the way down, I've extended the post there that brings you into the farm, and the rabbits, some tall trees at the back. By having the tall trees at the back, bring the rabbit area forward. It brings it towards you. So again, when you zoom out, the rabbit area stands out. And each individual one that I've done, each area, you've got to look at it. It's got to have that instant impact. Again, the garden here. Height at the back, with the statue, with the tree at the back, and then slowly bringing the height of the stuff slowly down, smaller and smaller and smaller, until the whole area looks raised at the back, falls towards you. Now, when it falls towards you, it brings the garden at you. It brings it towards you. Again, with the squirrel area. Again, no trees that are overpowering it. Keep the trees just slightly shorter or about the same height like I've got there. And that makes it again balanced in that square. There they go into their little hole. Back out they come. Been like that all day. Buggers. Go on, in your house. No fighting. Right, on you go. So yeah. So as you zoom out again, it all looks balanced. Nothing's in the way. The paths are leading around. Again, go into the back of the house, over the bridge and into the back of the house. What I will say is I've noticed a lot of people with their deco, when they do water and they've got water, there's got to be an inlet for the water. You wouldn't have like a little stream and that with no inlet. So there has to be an inlet. You can't just have water that just sits there unless you've got a, like this area here. I mean, you can't really do a lot about that. That's just a feature. But when you've got something that's flowing around the back of the garden, you need an inlet. So a good little secret that you can do is you put the wall and make the water look as though it's going under a bridge. And it's going under the building. Okay, so that's just a mystery. The water's going, but it still looks like there's an inlet of water that brings that water into the garden. So that's another good tip, because I see gardens that have got water that start in the middle of the ground, and you think, well, where's the water coming from? You know, has it been a massive flood, or, you know? So when you're doing that, it just adds to the look and the reality of the farm, if you can sort of do those little things like I've done. And also it leads to the imagination. It makes you think, oh, where's that water go? Oh, it goes under that building. It keeps you thinking all the time. Again, the planted area. Apple trees, blackberries, the wall and the cherries, all sloping downwards. Now the reason that I've done that is to make the planted area down, which how can I explain it? By having the planted area sunk down, makes this area more raised. Okay, so again, when you zoom out, look at the contrast, the garden on the right and on the left, how the garden on the right stands out. Okay, so that garden there, standing out, sloping towards the house, and then we lead on to this building. Now again, I don't need to explain about the building, because there's lots of people that have got the buildings like this, and you know, they've got their own designs. But what I'm looking at is this area in front. Now again, you start high at the back with the conifers, and those conifers break up this area. Okay, they break up the building, you see, and then the water coming towards the front, and then keeping it low with plenty of colour down at the front. So now that slopes towards the shop, and again, easy on the eye. Keep the flowers in front of the wall, these here, keep them all below the wall, so it gives you the height of the wall, and again makes it come towards you. So again, as we go across the farm, you can look at each part and it stands out. The whole lot stands out, but nothing is prominent. Nothing actually think, oh God, what's that monstrosity in the middle? It all looks balanced. Wherever you go on that farm, it all looks balanced right the way across. The machines. Now, a lot of people like to put lots of trees around and stuff in front of the machines. It's personal preference. I quite like to see what I'm making with the machines, and when each one that's done, I can clearly see what's what, how many I've made, and I know where every machine is. So it's a good tip that if you could put them in groups, like the top area there, you've got your ice cream maker and your candy machine and the jam maker, all the sweet stuff in one area. And then down here you've got your cotton and you've got your soup machines, and in groups, your bakery. So if you're doing a derby and you want to make something quick and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I've got to make this, you know exactly where to go on the machine. You can see what you've made. That's another tip. We go to the graveyard. This one is another one that I've sort of seen on the internet. I've added a few things to it because I really, really liked it. So again, the apple trees around the back just gives it the height at the back. And as you look at it, it's all balanced. And again, really, really easy on the eye and really nice to look at. So again, what I would recommend is when you're decorating, don't start putting stuff, a piece of deco. Don't put a piece of deco down and then all of a sudden you cover it. So say with the tractor there. Now where that tree stump is, come on you, wake up, going to sleep. Where that stump is, if I was to put a big tree there, some people think, oh, it's nice, a big tree there. What that does is that cuts out the tractor. So the main focal point, if you put a big tree there, the minute anybody goes to look at that area, all they're going to look at is this big tree. And that tree, believe it or not, will take the whole focus away from the rest of this. Just that one tree. It would completely take it away. I'll just demonstrate. I'll take that away. Okay. Bear with me because I'm on my phone and it does take a little bit of time. Oh, let's just pick a random tree. Okay, there's a tree. Now, some people look at that and think, oh, it's lovely there with a tree there. Okay, it's personal preference. If you like a tree there, that's absolutely fine. But look what it's done. It's cut off a quarter of the tractor. Now, when you zoom out, all you are looking at now, what's catching the eye, and this is why I'm saying about easy on the eye, you're looking at that tree. So even though you're looking at the horses, that tree is standing out. That tree is overpowering the rest of that area. Okay? So all this area at the back here, with the swing and everything, all this area is now overpowered by this one tree. So we get rid of that. I've got to find, there it is. And I put that back. Now, that tree stump is lower than the tractor, so it makes the tractor stand out. And as you look at the middle, look at the middle of this farm area, where that is there, okay? If you focus on the middle of that, everything on that farm area stands out. Without even looking at it, it all looks even. And this is what I'm saying, it looks easy on the eye. So this is what I'm saying about when you start putting big trees in front of things, it takes the whole context of the area that you've done away. Just a little area there, again, with the tree swinging the corner. Now, if I had big trees all around it, it would swamp it right out, and it wouldn't stand out. So you put the donkey house and the stable either side, slightly lower than the tree, and as you zoom out, it all looks balanced. So I'll just take you now down onto the town. Again, you can always look back at this video and get some ideas of what I've done, but I just want you to see the idea of where I'm coming from, where I say balance. when I say balance in the area. My Tom's ready there, but I'll get him in a bit. So we go down onto the town. Okay. Now, when you look at that, nothing on that area overpowers. There's nothing there that stands out that you think, oh, and it draws your eyes straight to it. Because it's all balanced. Again, the gift shop. Now, put all the stuff around it, all your nice flowers and a pump and the lamp. But if I didn't have this tree here, now look how that gift shop stands out too much. It's overpowering the rest of the garden. So by putting that tree there, just take the edge off of that gift shop. So now what that does is bring the whole of that area all what I call even. It all looks matching. Nothing overpowers. The boat at the back there. Now I put that to the back there because I want to give the feeling that the boat's been there for many years and it's sort of rotting or falling apart, and it's just personal opinion. I wanted the bridge there just to stand out into that corner, and then as you look at that, you see the old wreck of the boat full up with water at the back. Just a little feature in the middle there with some gnomes fishing in the pond there. Again, this tree, just taking the edge off of the sauna. You see that would stand out. Again, the lamps. Now look how much that shows up. Just that one building. Look how wide it is. Look how your eyes are trained straight away to go and look straight at that building. Put the lamp there, just takes the edge off of it and evens it. It softens it. A lot of work goes into it. You've got to take your time with it. Now this area here, again, there's quite a lot of slabs. So you've got to soften those slabs down. Again, take that away, and all of a sudden that area becomes too slabby. There's too many slabs. So you put the tree there to take the edge off the slabs. So now all of a sudden that tree has just softened those slabs. That rabbit, he's been jumping there for the last 6 months. Look at him. a little tent at the back there. I don't know how many of you got the tent and got the bench. There's a tree design that I've done there. Put that in the corner. Okay, now what I was saying about the water earlier. You remember what I was saying? There's got to be an inlet. So what I've done is I've got the inlet from the river. The water goes along here, under the bridge. I've made a bridge, and as you can see now that the animals are going to go and walk over the bridge. Now he's looking at me, he's a bit unsure. Yeah, he's telling me off. I'm a bit too close, I think. No, the giraffe's going along. So the giraffe's going over the bridge, and finally the hippo's going over the bridge. I don't really like him stood there on the top of the bridge in case it collapses. Go on you go. Good lad. So there's the water under the bridge and into the pond. Again, another wisteria tree to the back. Smaller shrubs and flowers and that in front. So again, it brings that area towards you. Again, easy on the eye. This building, okay, if you had nothing around it, it would look a little bit, it would stand out too much and take, like I said earlier, it will take the effect away of the whole build, of the old sanctuary. So you soften it with just a couple of shrubs either side, and that's that. Same with the little area there. It's all about placement and not overpowering. You can put plenty of stuff there, but the minute you start putting large stuff and it covers stuff, then whatever you've got at the front there that's overpowering will just take away the whole context of what you've designed. And again, look at the whole area. If you look where the hay bales are here in the middle, get your eyes and look straight to the center, you will see that everything is balanced. Nothing is overpowering. Everything is balanced. It would be if that stupid elephant would get out the way. Go on you go. Okay, so there you go. Look in the center, and everything looks balanced, from the wall, the water, the trees. Again, you can go back on the video and pause it and have a look at what I've done and how I've done it. And if you think that it helps you, I'm 100% positive that I know it will make your designs and your farms look super duper. Obviously, everybody is different. They've got their own little designs that they like, and fair play. I've seen some really, really nice farms. I'm going on my experience. So when I look at farms, I go on to some farms on this heyday, and I literally look at it for 5 seconds and I come straight off, because it just looks completely, I don't know what the word is. It just, in the UK here where I live, we have car boot sales where people, get all their junk and that and put it at the back of their cars, and people come to buy them. Well, some of these farms, it is like a car boot sale. They've got deco, flowers, you name it, all in one heap in the middle of a field. And I can't look at that. I can't look at it. Perhaps I'm being a little bit critical, but being a landscape designer myself, perhaps I'm a little bit too, I don't know. I take pride in what I do. I take time, and I'm doing this video because lots and lots of people have asked me, how do I get the ideas and how do I think about designing? So by doing this video, I hope that when you all watch it, and for those of you watching it that are looking to design your gardens, you'll get the, some good ideas. And how I've explained everything, I hope you know, give it a try and see what you come up with, you know. Again, the rare items you get in the fishing nets, turn that into a little feature there, keeping the height at the back with the trees. So again, zoom out and it comes towards you. The area there with the table and the chairs and the drink on there, and the surf shack and the two models there that I got. I think I got that in the Derby. No, not the Derby, the Valley. And the music being played and the balloons. And I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. And I can see with a lot of the gardens that people do, they enjoy it. There's different aspects of the game. Lots of people like to just make millions of coins. Lots of people like to just save diamonds. Lots of people just plant loads of... One of my pet hates is looking at gardens and farms and that with dead trees and bushes. Oh, it just looks awful. If you've got any dead trees on your town, get them revived or get them axed or sawn off. Just get rid of them. Because there's nothing worse than looking at a farm with loads and loads of dead bushes. So I hope this video has helped you. Again, you know, go onto your farms, have a look at the video, get some screenshots, have a look at some of the things that I've done. Some of the things that I have done here, like this building and the motel. I know that Ricky, who's got his own YouTube site, you all obviously know, Red Knight, lovely guy, helps everybody. Again, he's like myself, very, very good designer. If you can get to see his you know, his site and that, pop along and see. Also another YouTuber is Gizmo. Gizmo likes to design as well, got some good ideas. Phoebe, very good friend of mine as well. All full of ideas and designs and that. They all love their heyday and they're really, really nice people. But I just wanted to share with all of you that are tuned in to watch this, to give you some ideas and just to point you in the right direction of making things stand out and look their best. Yeah, so remember, you start doing this, it looks odd, it won't look right. So again, you want your feature to be nice on the eye. Zoom out, now look at the difference. Again, you can put a tree in the way now and again, like I said there, just to get the end of that building covered, because it's too bland. So you put that to there. Obviously I've got to finish that tree. So that's about it. By all means, any of the designs that you see, you are more than welcome to copy. I've got no problem with that whatsoever. How's these little squirrels getting? Oh look, they're all... I better send them on their way again. Come on. There we are. They come down there. Look at them, look, the little tails going. He's going to go to the end, is he? He's going to go over the bridge. Oh dear, he's going in the house. Get out. Well, thank you very much for those of you who watch this video. I hope it helps you all. And all I'm left to say is enjoy heyday. And happy designing. Good luck everybody. See you again.